disciples, the cult of TB Joshua, Prophet TB Joshua. I haven't finished watching it, but I know the story because this isn't the first time I've heard it. Bisola and is it Sihle, the South African woman, had been talking about this long ago, and most of us didn't believe them. It isn't that we must all believe them now, but they've been consistent, not today. So for those who have been saying that, why are they now coming? Why are they now talking? The person is dead and they are tarnishing his image. No, I don't think they are talking now because he's dead, because they've been talking since. But what difference would it even make? It's not about whether the person was alive or not. It's about awareness. It's about justice. It's also about, triggering us to wake up to certain things. Because, I don't know. I remember years ago, an auntie of mine was very sick. She eventually didn't make it. May she rest in peace. But she was so sick. We had gone to hospitals. We had done everything. It wasn't nothing. Like, she'd get well and then she'd relapse. She'd get well and then she'd relapse. So eventually, I don't know, the hospital just discharged us, like, go home. It was as if they were saying, go home and go and die. Or if you have any other alternative way, please go and do it, because it's a GNC. So now, we used to hear this pastor on the radio. Not TB Joshua, a Ghanaian pastor. And, he seemed very convincing. People would call, people would share testimonies, people will, he would tell them things, people will confirm. So I suggested to my cousin that, hey, why don't we call this pastor? Maybe he could help us. He could help heal your mom, my aunt. The number that they gave out, we called. Then finally someone picked. Then we're like, hello, good evening. Say, na yeti or radio sooner. Yama me yari. And and it's like he wouldn't hear us out. He kept yelling, Kasadin, wani. No, he said, oh, yeah, person, any prophets, Kasa. Oh, why not person prophet Kasa? Prophet only, oh, I am busy. When you're serious. Hey. Then I'm like, so how are we going to get this man? And I am gonna sorry though. Like, well, let me try here. Over try, sir. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say that, you see, the things you hear on radio, the things you see on TV, most of them are orchestrated, especially from some men of God. They are well planned, performed, and well executed to lure you. They package miracles, they package God to lure you. Do you understand? And sometimes you don't see it coming. And unfortunately, they are looking for people like us, like at the time when we needed healing for my auntie. They are looking for people who are desperate. They are looking for people who are looking for solutions. People who have searched, and they are giving up. So now they'll be selling you healing, they'll be selling you hope, they'll be selling you prosperity. Of course, you are looking for these things, you go. So I don't blame anybody who goes to a pastor to seek for healing. I'll never blame them. I will always blame the pastor, or quote unquote, the man of God, who seeks out these vulnerable people to prey on them, to abuse them. Because that's what we see happening. And my problem is with the people who, is these pastors are their favorites. My papa, daddy, papa, man of God. You worship these men of God so much that you don't even want to hear anything about them, any ill about them. And you come for whoever dares to talk. So do you think with this kind of attitude that we have, victims will easily talk? Same, we don't say they are now, why are they now talking? You think if they are spoken then, you would have given them audience. You would have given them grace. You would have given them the empathy they need. Why are we being hypocritical? Like, why are we like this? Wake up. Wake up. Some of these men, They are in this, it's a business. It's a cult. It's not real. It's all fake. Bisola said she was chief editor. It was all about videos. And that's how you know how powerful content creation is. They literally create content for you to consume and you buy into it. They are selling you God. They are selling you miracles. And another group of people that fall victim are people who are searching for God outside themselves. Like, you are so intrigued by, the frenzy, the euphoria, all the, I don't know, so much happening, God, miracle, Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and that you used to. I know gonna find it. Don't go chasing waterfalls. So God is not outside of you. God is not outside of you. God is not in anybody's synagogue, anybody's temple, anybody's church building. God is here. God is here. Look for that God here. Else, this pastor is Ombechuedi. I don't know how to say it in English. Go and watch How to Become a Cult Leader on Netflix. The pattern is the same. They first lure you. They are very charming. They're very charismatic. They're very, you get so intrigued by them. They say all the right things. And it follows the same cycle of abuse, like being in an abusive relationship with someone. They love bomb you. They give you the things you want in excess. You get hooked. Now when you get hooked, then now they'll tell you what time it is. Now you can't see your family. Now you can't have a phone. You can't watch TV. I used to belong to a cult. I used to belong to a certain church. The pastor dictated what the women wore. The pastor decided that we shouldn't watch TV. It was just recently that I heard say, that same Pastor Krona say we can watch TV now. Why? Because he has started broadcasting his things on TV. So now we are allowed to watch TV. Wake up. Wake up. It's sad. It's so sad. But I know this is not going to end today. It didn't start today. It's not going to end. Men will come up with sophisticated ways of conning you and you still fall for it. So this is just another conversation. But stay woke.